All right, Bruce, I heard a rumor that you're retiring Ash. You will never do that character again. No more Evil Dead. That's not true. It's about money, isn't it? Okay, so tell me, and I got my checkbook out. How much is it going to cost for you to play Ash again? Come on, just give me a number. Come on.
You know, sir, don't offend me by thinking that money is going to change my decision. I'm 60. I'm not going to get in that crappy cellar anymore. I'm not going to dump that blood on my face anymore. I got other stuff to do, like Ripley's.
Bruce, give me a number. Come on, I got some zeros written down here. Give me what to put in front of it.
No, it's not enough. Not enough zeros. You don't have enough zeros, Mr. Las Vegas. Bet on that.
All right, that's awesome. But promise me one thing, Bruce. When I see you at Comic-Con, please don't embarrass me and pretend like you don't know who I am. I can't stand when you do that.
Okay. I'll make sure, Jeff Howard, to always remember you from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Wow, Bruce, you can read a cue card like no other.
Hold it higher. Higher up.
Hi everyone, Vegas from Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard, and welcome to the show. Hey, today we're going to go behind the scenes of the World War I epic 1917, about two British soldiers who go on a life and death mission to save over 1,600 British troops. And for you guys, tell me about the audition process, because the chemistry, the whole movie is on your shoulders. So tell me about when you first met, maybe the audition process, and when you knew you were going to be together, any kind of special bonding, because you know, you really sell the film together.
Yeah, I mean, we both had a similar experience in the audition process. We both had 3 auditions. For the first 2 auditions, we never got sent through the whole script. They only sent us through, in George's case, you got 2 scenes, and I got sent 1 scene. And then the second audition was the first time meeting Sam, and how he talked about, you know, the one continuous take, and you know, if we was to get the parts, what that would mean, and that we'd have to come on 6 months early to rehearse it. And then when we got the part, we spent every single day with each other. Yeah. Every single second, every single rehearsal session, training. We worked with a military advisor called Paul Biddis to learn how to be a soldier. And then we went to France and Belgium to do research. And yeah, just got on with each other. Yeah.
And how daunting is it when he told you, we're going to do these continuous shots? So was it rehearsed like a play, or because everyone had to hit their mark?
Yeah, it was, well, it was inspiring more than daunting. Like, it's just the ambition of the idea was really thrilling. But it was kind of like a hybrid between a play and a film. But the rehearsals, we weren't kind of handed a set choreography because the story's on the move and the camera never cuts. The scenes had to be the length of the set, and the set needed to be the length of the scenes. So we would begin, the rehearsal process was to go to all the locations before anything had been built and to start playing the scenes, working out the rhythm of them, emotionally what felt right, how fast we were going, and then putting in stakes in the ground, literally to mark out, okay, that's where the corner comes, that's where the crossover needs to be, that's, you know, that's where the post station will be in the trench. And so it was this really organic process with all departments kind of feeding into each other to build the whole journey.
The walls are closing in on all sides. We're fighting to survive.
Your father's ranch isn't a kingdom, and he isn't a king. Your family deserves to lose everything.
Hey, Kevin.
Hi.
Thanks for having me today.
Thanks.
It's been 16 years since we spoke last. It was at the Open Range Junket. So it's
Wow.
taken me that long to get back in front of you and another Western.
Right.
And I was thinking about, being a film critic for almost 25 years now, I'm a huge Western genre fan. I've loved it my whole life. And I can't think of anyone who's championed this genre more than you have in modern times. Dances with Wolves, Wyatt Earp, Yellowstone, Open Range. Where did this support come for this genre in your life?
Well, when they're literate, I fall in love with them because there was great drama in the West. You know, it wasn't about yep and nope. It was a Victorian age. And as the country expanded, tried to settle itself, and the people that were here before wouldn't let it go, rightfully, there was great drama out there, and I'm in love with it. And when it's oversimplified, I'm not in love with it. So I pass on a lot of Westerns, but the ones that I'm planning on making my own, directing one. It's probably like 4 Westerns. It travels 30 years, and I really want to make that, and I really want to make it for people, and because I'm in love with the story, because you feel the drama of it, you feel how kind of random life was, those who made it and those who didn't.
Now, I have to ask you right off the bat, Noah, at the very beginning of the film, you get hit in the face with pies, and we know in movies they do things over and over and over. How many times did you get hit in the face with a pie, and did it hurt?
I think I got pied in the face 3 times that day, or maybe, no, 4 times. I think they only had a certain amount of pies to do it, so we practiced for ages with like the harness. But yeah, and then the first 2 times they missed completely. Like, it just went past me, so I didn't get hit those 2 times. So I only got pied in the face like twice, and then one of them was this one, the kind of the best one. But yeah, it really hurt actually. It was you know, you think it'd be quite nice and creamy, but it actually feels like quite violent and physical.
I think you have one of the most entertaining and recognizable voices in entertainment, and your storytelling reminds me a lot of Paul Harvey. Is that a compliment?
I would take it as some very high cotton. In fact, when I started the podcast, it was a tribute to Paul Harvey. He, of course, did the rest of the story. I call my version of it the way I heard it. And not long after we began, maybe a year into it, I got a letter from Paul Harvey Jr., his son, who used to write those tales. And I thought, oh, crap, it's going to be like a cease and desist or a injunction or something. But no, he said, look, my dad is looking down right now and giving you 2 thumbs up. And he also included a check, a very generous check to my foundation. And just a class act. But you remember the rest of the story. Those tales you just couldn't turn off until you listened to the end and heard him say the magic words.
And I noticed her wardrobe. There was different costume changes, including that incredible red dress.
You know, it says everything about her character and building the costumes, which Noah took very seriously, along with our amazing costume designer, Mark Bridges, who did The Artist and is just such a genius. Yeah, again, she doesn't waste a breath. She doesn't waste a shoe. She doesn't waste a jacket. Everything's going to tell the story of, you know, what she wants you to take away from who she is.
So Garth, A&E is doing a 2-night, 4-hour documentary biography series about your life. Were you an open book in order for this to work?
Yeah, man. Well, for one, they said if you want to be any good, you're going to have to be that way. But the truth is, it's A&E. So A&E comes in, and they're not going to do a promotional piece. They're going to get to what they want to discover as the truth. So Bob Dole, longtime manager, buddy, we've been together since day one, said if you're ever going to do one, it's with these guys is what you want. But let me warn you, they are going to turn every stone over. So I was amazed to see that my 3 girls are in this, because we have worked so hard to kind of keep them in their own life, but all 3 of them wanted to sit down in front of a camera. The girl's mother, Sandy, is going to talk about our marriage and how long we were married, 15 years, and what it was like in the 90s doing that. Here comes Miss Yearwood talking about what it's like to be the bonus mom coming in to a family. We moved back to Oklahoma to raise our kids into Sandy's hometown. And here comes Tricia right into Sandy's hometown, and how that town and how everybody worked together to keep that family together was amazing. So when people go, what are you most proud of in your life? Trust me, it won't be music, won't be the answer. It'll be what happened between 3 adults and 3 children to hopefully make their life as normal as possible, but as special as possible as well.
Now, Willem, tell me, what was CGI and what was the great outdoors? Because it looked like you were battling the elements throughout the whole film.
Very little. Very little. This is one of the really beautiful things about the movie, and I think you feel it. A minimum of CGI. There's some action sequences that, of course, in order to make them safe, there's some CGI. But for the most part, all the landscape stuff and all the action stuff is done practically. And for me, that was one of the pleasures, because that's a way of having done some of the things that we're talking about. So it's an integral part to the experience that you're having. So when you have the dramatic scenes, you have some authority to pretend those things, because you're doing what the character is doing.
Greetings from Las Vegas, and right away, I have to tell you, I am your super fan.
Oh, that's very cool. That's very nice of you. Actually, one of my best friends in the world lives in Vegas, and his name is Jeff. And when they said next you're talking to Jeff in Las Vegas, I was like, that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Well, if it's okay with you, just for this morning, maybe I could be that Jeff.
Oh, it is you now.
You will will be spared when my species overtakes your miserable planet.
Thanks, Dan. Take care. Hey, how are you?
Dan, Jeff from Las Vegas.
Hi, good to see you.
I
watched Casino the other night.
Did you really?
Wow.
Yeah.
What a picture. What a picture. Oh, my God.
I used to watch Lenny Rosenthal's show when I was a child. I was born and raised in Las Vegas.
Just De Niro and Pesci in that film. And how about Sharon Stone? What a performance.
Incredible.
God,
incredible.
That was a good film.
Hey, look, I'm dressed as you tonight.
Very good.
You know, I was Generation X, 1984. I graduated from high school. Ghostbusters was my life. And I'm just saying, what makes that movie so enduring? It's more popular than ever.
Well, I think the heart of it and the performances of Billy and Sigourney at the heart of the romance there, the intelligence of it. You know, Harold and I wrote that. We weren't pitching down to the audience. We were pitching up. We were combining the best of the old, comedy films from the 30s, Abbott and Costello, Ghost Breakers, Ghost Hunters. Bing Crosby and Bob Hope did one. The Bowery Boys did them. So we thought, let's take the comedians of today and marry them with the science of the paranormal. And I think that just people had connected with people in a way that, a good film and a good entertainment piece does.
Now, Mike, I'm trying to stay in control here because I'm a super fan of the show. I have seen all 19 seasons. I have seen every episode. I even found a Harley Davidson Jr. mini jacket, leather jacket, that I sent to you a few years ago.
Well, I appreciate that very much. We've been working hard on it. The History Channel's wearing us out, but it's been a blessing.
Well, Kenneth, it's safe to say after watching All Is True that you have more talent in your daily than I could ever hope to have.
I love that, Jeff.
I love that line. I think I played it 3 or 4 times. In a summer full of Godzilla monsters and dolls that attack people with knives, this movie saved my soul. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Nice to talk to you.
I'm here at FanX with the legendary Tony Todd, who, I thought you'd be taller in person.
No, I am tall. I'm still 6'5". Come on. How you doing today?
I come all the way to Salt Lake to see you.
From Vegas.
And you're coming to Vegas.
I know. Next week. How about that? I get 5 days off and then boom, back on a plane.
And joining me right now to discuss this year's lineup is TCM host Alicia Malone. Hello, Alicia.
Hello, Jeff.
Greetings from Las Vegas.
Hi. So nice to talk to you again.
It's so good to talk to you again, too. And first of all, I have to apologize. I was at San Diego Comic-Con. I couldn't make your panel. The scheduling, it was so crazy. So I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
Yeah, it's so hard at Comic-Con. There's so much happening all at once. But I appreciate you thinking about coming, though. That's great.
And finally today, I was in your office about 28 years ago on the Warner lot because Jessica Durchin was a friend of mine. And I came to meet you, and I saw the Ed Wood storyboards, and I saw your Godzilla models and your little doodles, and I saw Kidnap the Santa Claus, the test footage.
Wow. Right, well, you.
And also was the Las Vegas.
You have a better memory. That's great, man. No, that's good.
Because you didn't show up, and I was like...
That's what I did, yeah. I was hiding from somebody, probably. Hiding from a film executive or something.
And as a Las Vegas native, I'm presenting you with an original deck of cards played at the Sands Hotel, sealed still, but that was an actual deck that was used in the Sands.
See, that to me, I can feel that history there. You know what I mean? I'm not going to even open that. Wow.
Thanks for coming to Vegas.
Man. Thank you
Total
so
pleasure.
Much. Great to see you.